G'day everyone, it's been 6 months now since I started gardening out here. Let's go for a walk and look at how everything's grown. Everything's a lot bigger since the last video. Peach trees have put on heaps of growth. This plant that I thought was a kamokamo, I think it's actually a bottle gourd. That'll be cool. Make some bird feeders out of them or something like that. These ones kamokamo. Some big fruits in there. I found this rosemary on the side of the road. It's going to creep over that the edge of that bank for me. Hold that up. The strawberries need weeding right now, but we've eaten heaps out of there. The other night I dug the swale. It's a water harvesting feature. I dug it on contour so it doesn't drain anywhere. It just fills up with water when it's wet, and keeps that berm there that I've used, all the dirt to build, keeps that quite well hydrated. I'm going to plant some trees and stuff on it. At the moment I've just sown clover seeds on there. But yeah, all these cucurbits that I planted down the bottom are doing their job, filling up some space. Been eating out of here every night. So the Scarecrow's got a new head. He's had a bit of a makeover. He's got his original do. The kingfish head's still nice and dry, it's down there. My globe artichokes are quite big now, just over waist high. Everything's really filling up all the gaps. There's not many weeds in there. I've undersown with lots of green manure crops. There's mustard growing in there. I've got rocket and all kinds of little things popping up in the gaps. This one here has popped up all by itself, self-sowed. Yeah, so I've got some new things planted in these gardens. This one here is radishes. We've got leeks and rocket and a mixture of different flowers in that one. A crop of peas there. Letting this lettuce all go to seed, get some seeds out of that, and the asparagus is really happy. Been collecting seabird guano and spreading that round under it, watering it every now and then with a bit of seawater. Those coastal plants like asparagus, like celery, they seem to really love that. Yeah, my taro is pumping, leaves are getting big again, brought that back to life. Lots of fruit on our trees. Cheers Brohalem for the bees. The mint that I planted in here has really come through. Got a few little lemon balm plants there, and got lemon balm on this side of the bridge as well. The Vietnamese mint is really well established. Banana trees definitely coming back to life. Once I got rid of the pigs, I scraped all of the mulch out from in their pen, spread it round under these guys. Got a few new plants. I got a couple of cherimoya trees, Cape gooseberries, taro, got a red raspberry. I got some El Camino pepinos, corn, more kamokamo. Globe artichokes very nice and tall, they're falling over now. Corn, a few crops of peas coming through. Been making good use of all these calendula flowers. Eating spinach, heaps of spinach in our smoothies. Lots of crops of peas. Just keep growing more and more peas. Now this is our potato patch. It's sort of looking like we might be eating some of these potatoes soon. Things are sort of starting to die back on the tops. The sign they might be ready to be dug up soon. Kumara is really growing well. Happy with them. Planted these little gardens underneath the apricot trees. Some really big comfrey. Got a goji berry, chia seed. Made this little house out of some bamboo and rope. Growing beans, peas. Got some passion fruit, a few marigolds at the bottom. Some elderberry tree. Esther's first little garden that she's put up in this back corner on the medicinal food forest theme. She's got a cramp bark, a bunch of different types of mint, lemongrass, lemon verbena, lemongrass, lemon balm. She's got a nettle plant in the corner, and this raspberry's been going real well. It's one of those orange ones. Yeah, so pretty happy with how it's not requiring as much input as it did the first few months. Not many weeds popping up anymore. It's not taking too long to keep in control of them. Over here I've set up this little pallet, my nursery, for all of these little baby fruit trees I got. Got 55 peach trees and 66 plum trees, and a couple dozen figs that are still over by the house. After I got rid of the pigs, I scraped all the mulch up from in their pen, and it rained and filled up with water, so it's my new water feature slash pond. It wasn't really a planned thing, but it's worked out good. The way I see it, I've been scooping up the water out of there with this little scoop, spreading it all around my garden, liquid fertilizer. This seems like a good way of getting those nutrients out of there, and spreading it out over there where I want it. Yeah, so things are coming along. Been eating out of here every day. There's a big courgette in there. Need to pick that before it turns into a marrow. Salsify flowers have sprouted again, yet again. There's salsified seed head, and flowers are purple. There's one of them there, it's just closed up. Must be a bit sunny for it. Yeah, in this clear patch here I'm going to plant some more beets, probably some radishes. Yeah, it's been heaps of fun. I love eating the fresh food, knowing that it hasn't been sprayed, knowing where it's come from. It's inexpensive, especially when you harvest your own seeds from plants that you're growing. And yeah, next developments are going to be to continue digging that swale. Got to step up, and there'll be swales whole way along the base of my food forest up till I get to the bridge there. Serve two purposes. One, that'll harvest water and help it stay in the landscape for longer before it drains off, and secondly, it's going to provide a point to scoop up all of this mulch as gravity pulls it downhill, rather than allow it to get lost in the long grass and yeah, disappear downstream. Well, thanks for having a look. I'll make another video soon, hopefully.